Hey there, folks. I'm sure you just heard the news. Biden dropped out. I'm very upset about this because they don't have a plan. AOC said it. We all knew it. They didn't have a fucking plan, the Dems. They're just throwing glue against the wall to see what will stick. They want a white boy. Biden wants Harris, and I am so on board with Harris. You know, get Mayor Pete with her too. Screw the rest of them, because he's wicked good too. But I'm very upset by this because this is history all over again. Carter running that second term, with the fight with the Dems and the convention split it, the Dems down the middle. We fucking got Reagan. And it is so dis-fucking heartening. It really is. Because and I just dropped a podcast over on YouTube. And it was prior to this. I did it last night. Obviously, a lot has changed. But it's the donor class. It pushed. And then it was threatening to pull money. And it was all a fucking manufactured thing. From the get. And Legacy Media bought this shit hook, line, and sinker, and I'm so pissed at them. And I'm so pissed at the turncoat Dems. Yes, we know Biden is old. But the problem that I have with this whole fucking situation is, yes, he was only supposed to be a one-term, a backstop for Trump. Okay, yes, he was. And I think he would have honored that if, more of us would have been actively involved and participate, and we could have seen the path of elevating Harris and whatnot. But then the ghouls, they never went back in the cave. They just started coming out banging with Project 2025 and Trump Randy stay out of jail and all of that. I think Biden honestly thought, hey, I get in, we can cool this down. But then Trump wants to avoid jail. Project 2025 was in play because they admit they fucked up the first time and didn't have a real plan. And now they do, and they got their team, and they're back in their, wannabe dictator. And Biden saw the writing on the wall that, hey, I need to run again to stave this off. He was not running for himself, people. He was running for us. Do you fucking not see that shit? He wasn't doing it for himself. I'm sure he would have loved to just sit back in his retirement and be at peace with himself. He did it for us the first time. He was doing it for us again. And instead, the media, instead of elevating him for that, instead of, bringing forth all of the good that he was done, he wasn't just a backstop. He did a lot of good shit. Instead of elevating that, they threw him under the bus, which in turn just threw all of us under the fucking bus. They didn't see it from that perspective. He wasn't running for the second term for himself. He was running to stave off the hellscape that is coming and help the people. But nobody wanted to pick up on that and how important that was for us, and why there are those of us who are so mad right now and watching the turncoats bail ship, and they'll still stay elevated because they always fucking fail up. I've been telling people that I know have a plan. It is sad. It is so fucking sad that it has come to this. Because the Dems just cannibalize themselves. Because they can't stand up and have a spine. You don't cave to bullies. Those that cave to bullies are just cowards. And I know Biden's not a coward. I know he thinks he's doing what's best. But the polling's not there. They're talking about this polling and that polling. Again, poll is shit. Russian disinformation and misinformation. And people are grabbing this shit up. Because we couldn't bring, the, oh God, I'm off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. The fairness doctrine back and shit like that. And we couldn't mold that to include social media in such a way, which needs to be done. Jesus criminy. Like I said, seeing some of the shit about the shooter from Butler, it just, people are grabbing the shit up and eating it alive because the media has done this deliberately. Again, in my last video, they have gobbled up all the small, independent, places, and they just spew whatever shit they want. So of course nobody thinks, they don't know what to think, and they don't know how to critical think anymore, and they don't know how to fact check, and they're too damn lazy. And they know this, and they're taking advantage of people, and they're taking advantage of the fact that we got to work, like ourselves to the bone just to survive in the world, because they want to gobble up everything. And that too is I saw a post over on Threads, like, oh, what have billionaires done for you? And somebody popped on there, oh, well, they give you the jobs. Okay, yeah, so you can work yourself to bone, so you can buy their shit. So it's just a vicious cycle of you're just feeding the beast that's eating you. Yeah, oh, they've given us stuff, but all that stuff for our convenience, how much really makes it more convenient in our lives? Or how much better does it make it? Yeah, it makes it simpler. Okay, we can get a delivery in an hour or get our stuff. But we're still feeding those same people that are trying to suck us in and suppress us and oppress us and want us to just live like slaves. So it's a vicious cycle, people. You see these things, step out of your bubble and your fucking conditioning. This just fucks shit up, and we should all be rallying, because this is not right. This should have never happened, and the media shouldn't have done this, and I blame the media big time. CNN went out the fucking door a long time ago. Fox was, again, I made a comment, I used to watch it like decades ago, but it went off the fucking rails. And you've got your right-wing media, and MSNBC kind of wobbled a bit here the last few weeks, except certain people didn't, and those are the only people I follow. Regular media picked up on ABC, NBC, CBS, all that bullshit. Now you got the New York Times saying, Sorkin saying, oh, get a Republican for the Dem ticket, Mitt Romney. Fucking nobody likes Mitt Romney. We want our people who are going to work for us, not some multimillionaire, billionaire who just don't give no shit. I am so very fucking disappointed right now. I am not mad at Biden. He was doing what he was doing for the people. Fucking why can't anybody wrap their head around that? He didn't want to run a second term. Look at all the threats coming our way. He felt like he was trying to stave off what was coming. Oh, that they thought he couldn't win. Oh no, if you would have elevated him and gave him the time and the energy that you gave blowing off shit Trump is doing, we would not be having this fucking conversation. We would not be having this conversation, media, big fucking money donors. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. Because you know what happens when fascism comes. Go back and watch your World War II movies, people. Your documentaries. You know what happened. Hitler went to jail. He had all them years to form the plan and make it perfect this time, and he did. And he ran and steamrolled over everything. That's what Trump is going to do. Media, you think you're going to survive? You're not. Big money donors, you think you're going to survive? Oh, maybe for a minute. Till they come take your shit. Oh, and then, you'll just go somewhere else. Oh, fascism spreads. There's seeds everywhere. I have been through this before in my podcast. People are so fucking butt blind. It just blows my mind. You just this is just a ticket right here of what is wrong, that the people are not engaged and involved in getting their voices out there to tell Biden, no, don't buy this bullshit. And the turncoats, as much as we need the margins to keep it, I would say it's a crapshoot at this point. I mean, I would love to hold my nose and all that, but I have a conscience. I am so very upset. And I apologize, I'm not feeling good today. And I didn't hear this news. I'm just like, yeah, no, fucking hell no. Everybody better get behind Harris. Honestly, fucking double down. Do not let them get their preferred white boy in there that they think is going to do something. No, don't. People, don't. Get on and don't let it happen. She is fucking capable as hell. She has been working in partnership with him, not like the VPs we've seen before, like, you know, Pence or Dan Quayle or some shit like that. No, she's been in on fucking everything. They've been getting her ready for this, because were Biden to not run this time in the first place, it would have been her anyway. Or if he, you know, we could have got across the fucking finish line, but they didn't even give us a fucking chance, the media and big money donors and corporate. She would have been the next anyway. So they were already priming her for this. So she's good to go. And I'm going to tell you what, media, I am so fucking disappointed, and I am so disappointed in the people. I know there are a lot of us who've been spouting it every day, trying, you know, to push back on it from the get with the stupid fucking debate that they elevated and called Biden time and time again on his performance, but did not call fucking Trump on none of the shit he said. Nobody's been poking that bear. Everybody's like so resigned, it's been so normalized. No, it's not fucking normal, people. It is not normal for a felon to run for fucking president. It is not normal for them to say, oh, what is in our Constitution is we have birthright citizenship. Oh, we're going to get rid of it. It's in the fucking Constitution, and they will do it. Do you know what that means if you don't have birthright citizenship? You think it applies just to immigrants? No, if they don't like you, they will boot you. Don't care what color skin you got. Do you fucking people understand? Read fucking Project 2025. Go watch the specials. Mullah Jong Fast is breaking it down too on iHeartRadio. Come on, people. Get with the fucking program. You don't go to war with the army you want. You go to war with the army you have. And we need to stand up. We the people. Go to Citizens United, Shelby County, the red map, gerrymandering. All of it has led us to this because we didn't stand up. People have been spouting it for a long time. I have been spouting it for a long time. If you don't get off your ass and come together right now, it's going to be bad. And I don't think you understand. Oh, how could they do that? Do you understand what SCOTUS did with these decisions with have fallen out of the media? They just merged two separate branches of government, judicial with the presidency, with the executive branch. Merged with the immunity decision. And the getting rid of Chevron and all of the other ones this term. Like, do you not see the fucking pattern? They'll do whatever the fuck they want if they get in there. We need to hold the checks. We need to hold them. You know, this isn't like, you know, you're down 2 in the 9th inning, and you or the 8th inning, and you're 7th inning or whatever it is. I can't remember baseball very well, but you're trying to win the series, and you've got like 2 hits left. That's where we're at. We're like, you know, this is their Hail Mary. And how often do fucking Hail Marys ever goddamn work? I mean, if I thought that there was some absolute plan and that was sensible and realistic, they're gonna fuck up the convention. And again, we don't have 4 months. We have a month and a week. Early, you know, maybe a few weeks actually, because early voting starts in some states in September. We have, let's just call it a month right now. A month. Fucking hell. I am so upset. Lay the blame where it needs to be blamed. It needs to be laid, excuse me. I mean, I understand the pressure that Biden was under. I do. I'm sorry he caved to the bullies, and I'm upset about that, but I'm sorry that he was bullied in the first place because he was doing what he thought was right for us, to save us, not himself. People, that's what you need to get through your head. He wasn't doing it because he wanted the power and the megalomaniacal nonsense that Trump does. He was doing it because he saw what was coming, and he wanted to try to be that backstop yet again to save our fucking ass. And you just threw him under the bus, media. And big fucking millionaire, billionaire donors. You just threw him under the fucking bus. And in terms of throwing him under the bus, you just threw all of us under the bus too. Shame the fuck on all of you. I know that was a very cussy rant, but you get where I'm coming from. This was just no. I'm very upset and I'm very disappointed, and I do hope that people wise up to the bullshit that is out there. Fact check information, people, please. You are not helping by spreading bullshit. It's not helping. Go read. Educate yourselves. Go read Project 2025. I know it's laced with a lot of boring wording, but again, I've given out page numbers to go look at. This shit is fucking real. They're going to bust unions. They're going to, take away rights for women. They're going to come after all of our fucking money. Your citizenship, you may not have it anymore. I mean, come on, people. This is real shit in the real world. Get off your ass. Do your part. Participate. It's a sad day when we as a people cannot come together to stop the enemy because we're too busy, everybody's too busy bickering among themselves and don't see the clear and present danger that is right in front of us, and it's not on the side we're on, even though obviously we see, there's some bad apples to root out and that need to go throw in the trash, but it's coming from right in front of us, and it's been there the whole time. And I'm very, very disappointed. And I really, really hope that people get their shit together. And if you do not back the Harris ticket, en masse, in volumes that are just unprecedented. You got skin in this game now. It's your ass on the line. And if you think you're not, again, go read. White power, people. You know what happens when that gets to rule. I'm very disappointed. I hope this mobilizes people to do the right thing. Just stop fighting amongst yourselves. Seriously. Get right or especially politicians in the Beltway. If you can't get right, hand in your keys and go home. We don't need you. We need people who are going to fight for us, and Biden was fighting for us. And because he was doing that, they threw him under the bus anyway. Shame on media, shame on all of you that have propagated and pushed this forward. I have no problem with legitimate discussions and legitimate questions and constructive criticism and all that. But it got so fucking blown out of proportion, and they didn't see the whole reason why he was running in the first place the second time around. And they wanted to just make, a negative connotation to it. Negative on his age, negative on this. Nothing about, oh, well, maybe he's doing it so he can try to save our ass. Oh, but it's not enough. Yeah, it would have been enough if you all would have shut up and done the fucking right thing and supported that and elevated that. And you would have saved your own ass too. People with money don't care about us commoners. Shame on all of them. Karma, she is a cruel mistress. Believe me. And I am so sad to see that everything that we have worked for now is on the line. Every single fucking thing. Every freedom, every right, every privilege that we have, blood, sweat, and tears across all human beings, no matter your color, that we have fought for in this country. All of that is just hanging in the balance. And this is not fucking alarmist. This is not hyperbole. This is just what happened today. Think about that, people. Think about history. All the people that have worked to get us where we are. Even though it's not great and it's not perfect and we could do much better, which is our goal, is to do better. That just threw all of that on the line. And that line is very frayed and it is unraveling. And if we don't figure out a way to rebuild and restructure and fix that line, anything you think you have now will be gone. And he was the one chance. I mean, he's not the only chance, but he was the one best chance that we had. Him and Harris. Now she's the best chance. And I'm not dismissing her. Absolutely not. I am totally, she's got my back. I got her back. I'm fine with that. But this whole circus that they have created around it is another reason that just tears at the fabric of the things that we are fighting for, of the, manufactured circus that they've created on with the right's help too, folks. This is with the right's help. Get your fucking sense about you. This is with their help that this was done. I mean, fucking hell. It was our best chance, those two. I'll still take her and whoever comes along with. If they try to oust her, and that's the circus this has created, they're going to try to go over her because of the misogyny and the sexism and the patriarchal, all of it. They're going to try to get a white boy. And then it's not going to work. And we are doomed because they have no real fucking plan. The Dems. Biden Harris has plans. But nobody wanted to take it fucking seriously. And back that play. To save us. Save themselves. Because it's become a lot of sniping little fucking kindergarten children running around with no parental supervision. The adults in the room have been screaming for a while now, but nobody listened. And if this was a discussion about his age and his capability on Biden's part, it should have been had a long fucking time ago. Oh, but, you folks, so, we don't want to do that to him. Well, if it was something you were seriously upset about or seriously worried about, and because of a stupid fucking debate, and Trump does that kind of shit on the goddamn daily every time he goes and speaks, shush. You picked your side, and it's not the side of the people. So, you all who are on that train need to just step back and think about what you've done. Because it does affect you too. I'm so very upset right now. I apologize. I said not to be reactionary, but I think this was a moment to be reactionary. Because I've been laying all this stuff out in my podcast. Here's the pieces of the puzzle, people. I've been laying it out for folks. And I'm just so very upset. And I'm seeing real quickly on the social, everybody's very mad. A lot of people are mad. They knew that this was wrong from the get, how this started, and it was home manufactured to start with. It's not real. I mean, again, legitimate concerns about his age and his fitness and all that. I get that. But he has come out time and time again and proved it. And if that was something that serious, they should have, really worked on that a year ago. And I mean, we have a month. People, go register to vote everywhere. And if you're not registered, and I made that comment last night, and I didn't want to, people go register everywhere. No matter where you are, go register. Whatever state you're in, go register right the fuck now. Now. And go vote. It's your ass on the line. In more ways than one. Believe me. So, everybody have a good weekend. Vote, vote, vote. Peace out.